Shalom, ladies and gentlemen.
What is up?
Tamito cosita. This is going to be our full E3 recap.
Special episode.
Special edition.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm really disappointed in you guys. The episode we released on Avengers and God of War, 2,500 views, boy. What happened? I thought you guys wanted to hear that shit.
Man, boy, speak no more of this.
But I actually have an idea why that happened. I uploaded this from China. It was such a pain in the ass. I think the YouTube algorithm at some point was like, fuck you with your fucking connection. I'm not going to tell your subscribers that
128 kilobyte per second upload.
I tried to write the timestamps. It was impossible.
Yeah.
I kept getting disconnected from my VPN. Whatever. You can check it out if you want. Yeah. But
it's the best.
A friend of mine told me that it was hard to watch because we are ridiculously uninformed about Marvel, and he just cringed so much. He's like, I can't listen to this anymore. Then at least watch the God of War part. Yeah. Part. What a fantastic game. So today we have for you guys the ultimate E3 recap. So let's just jump into this bitch. Yeah. And by the way, the same friend who cringed at the Marvel shit, he always tells me, Anton, next time, in the next podcast, please tell your brother to be a little bit more informed, Stas. It's hard to watch when your brother doesn't know anything. I mean, come on. And to be honest, Stas, fuck yourself, because...
Isn't that the charm of the thing?
Exactly. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think because you don't know that much about this, you're not that deep into it, and I'm that deep into it, I can get the genuine reaction from you.
Okay,
I think that's... Yeah. I don't even want to change that. Yeah. And if you don't like it, Stas, you can suck my dick.
You are excluded from the podcast, Stas.
I'm going to find a way to get your IP address and get your internet service provider to not show the podcast where you live. But he's also my best friend, so that's not going to work out. Okay, so let's just jump into this.
Just like this episode, I didn't inform myself on anything E3 related.
You know a little bit.
It's a game conference.
But I don't want to don't get misunderstanding. He's just as big of a gamer, just completely different style of gamer. That's why it's so interesting. Am I in the middle of the camera? It's a bit confusing. So, and I want to start this off. Andy, do you know Mr. Todd Howard?
I know the thing in the back there, Oblivion, yes. But
Todd Howard is, I think, one of the game directors on Bethesda. And I don't know how it is for you guys, but there's no one in the gaming industry, no personality where I think, oh, he's cool. This guy is cool, or he's interesting. I don't care about any of those fuckers.
Yeah, I don't care.
I only care about
Maybe
your games.
They're cool, but I don't care about.
But this motherfucker right here, I love this man so much. I would be gay for him. This guy, he has. Let's watch this video first. This is such a classic. He's talking about watch.
I was the kid. I was writing games when I was 12, whatever, and the other kids in the block would say, I'm gonna play quarterback for the Cowboys, and I'd be like, I'm gonna make video games, and everyone's gonna play them. Like, you dork. Go back to the chess club.
What?
Who's laughing now? Yes, I was in the chess club.
I love this guy so much. And he always does the conferences, the E3 conferences for Bethesda when they introduce new games.
I see.
And this game is such a mastermind. He could sell me anything. I would buy it.
I mean, you do buy everything from Bethesda.
Yeah. So this guy is, for me, the oh shit. Fuck. It's going out of control. This guy could literally sell me fucking condoms. Okay, I need condoms, but okay. Because let's start with
Fallout.
Fallout 76. Big announcement, and we're not gonna watch the whole trailers. Just react to them a little bit, say what we think, and give our thoughts a little bit, and just listen to the song.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
This is for me. This is goosebump shit, boy.
Life is all there.
I jizzed my pants when I saw this.
Trees younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country road.
Look at this. Look at this. Look how this looks, man. I can't wait to walk this way and just be there.
Amazing.
Look at it. You played Fallout 4, right?
A little bit, yeah.
And the game, I mean, it looks, to be honest, it looks just like Fallout 4. It doesn't look better than Fallout 4. Just more colorful because the story is...
I mean, the lighting up there, I don't think that's in...
No, that's God rays. No, I think that's in-game. Well, it always looks a bit better on E3.
Yeah.
But, So the Vault 76 apparently is a vault that was the first vault that opened or something, where people. The goal in this game is to
Populate,
the world. Plays in West
by having lots of sex.
Plays in West Virginia.
Uh-huh.
But now comes the shitter.
Huh?
And oh my god, guys! I mean, you watch this podcast for my scoop, yeah. So you're gonna get my subjective scoop. It's always online MMO.
Oh boy!
And I don't care
that
what you say.
That is usually the final gasp.
I think that's fucking horrible. I fucking hate it, and they're gonna kill Fallout with this shit. So the problem is, Fallout 4. I think we talked about this on one podcast. I think it's a great game, and the issues become more glaring the more you play it.
Yeah.
But there was one thing that, if they continue to go this direction, Fallout is dead for me, and that's this whole building shit.
Your little town.
And many things disagree with me because many people love this. And this was a feature I didn't appreciate at all. Who gives a fuck about the settlements? I want to explore the world and make my decisions and do shit. Yeah.
Are the settlements kind of like the last game you reviewed there with the zombies?
The State of Decay?
State of Decay?
It's not that bad.
Okay.
But still, it's boring. All the resources and work time that went into this should have gone into creating more quests, a bigger world. And this whole building shit is just, I hate it. It's so boring to me. You know, many people out there love it. I fucking hate it. And now, apparently what they do now, it's always online. It's
an MMO.
It's an MMO kind
online,
of.
Yeah.
And you building shit. It's like, I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm probably not gonna like it. Okay. I am open-minded because, to be honest, I just told you, I just look at this game and look at the Fallout, just the franchise. Yeah. It's so fantastic. It's so beautiful. It's so awesome. It's so interesting. But why? Who wanted this? Can we just... And I have this fear that the next Fallout 5 is going to be so much building. Oh, God. Why? Who?
Wait, did Bethesda release another Elder Scrolls after they made Elder Scrolls Online?
No, they have Elder Scrolls Online, but we come to that.
Okay, because, you know, once a franchise goes MMO...
It's hard to go back because it's a money-making machine.
Yes, but it's also, I don't know, these MMOs usually aren't that successful.
Yeah. No, Elder Scrolls Online
has players. Yeah,
it's successful.
Not dead, but
I commented under some video a couple of days ago where a guy said there was a leak apparently from a Bethesda insider on 4chan. You never know, yeah. And he said there's not going to be a new Elder Scrolls for many, many years because Elder Scrolls Online works so well.
Yeah.
When I heard this, I commented, "Everybody stop playing Elder Scrolls Online, please." And I got so many hate comments like, "Fuck you, man! Fuck you! I love that game."
But I mean,
I don't know. I don't care.
An MMO is also, you know, an MMO's. Look at World of Warcraft. Maybe that's not a good example, but the game's never finished. You can add new content much more easily.
I mean, the game's finished when people stop playing it, then they stop it. So this is very sad to see this. I don't want this. I don't like this. I think West Virginia is awesome, but let's look a little bit more into this just because the song is so nice. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's one of my favorite songs in the world.
Oh, he has a pickaxe of Fortnite.
Yeah.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled.
Yeah, so you kind of and he said there's going to be no NPCs in the world. No NPCs.
So only enemies?
Only enemies and players. So when you see a shop, like something for sale, it's going to be other players.
Oh,
it sounds, to be honest, it sounds interesting, but I don't know how... For example, I am a very toxic player.
Yeah, so do they then... dictate the price or
I guess, which is an interesting concept. It might work, but I don't think so. No. And also he said it's not going to be 100s of people on one map. It's just going to be like a dozen. And
so if they're not playing at the moment,
well, there are many servers.
Yeah, but
and you're going to be on servers with like 12 other people.
But there are no other NPCs. So
only monsters.
But the world is
and
so empty.
You're building shit. I don't know. It sounds horrible to me.
Oh my God.
He said there's going to have a main quest line. And then people asked him, well, who's going to give you the quests? Yeah. He's like, holotapes and robots. How interesting is that going to be for a main quest?
So maybe he said no other humans will be on the map except for players, but the NPCs are robots. Or
yeah, but still, if those fucking, what are they called, automatrons, or if they give you quests, how interesting is that? Please clear out this settlement. Like, come on, man.
Kill 20... then return back to me.
There's one thing that's intriguing is there are several nuke locations. They have nukes on the map. These are like the end level stuff. When you get them, you can decide what to do with the nuke and destroy parts of the map.
Okay.
It's interesting, I gotta say, but I wish it wasn't there. I wish there was nothing with Fallout this year, and just give me a Fallout 5 and remove all the building shit from the game. But that's just me. I think most people actually liked it, and I can't understand why. So that's my thoughts on Fallout 76. And now, are you ready for...
And they showed this trailer on E3.
And they even show some gameplay and some interviews. And Todd Howard is the god. So are you ready for... Almost Heaven, West Virginia.
Oh, Elder Scrolls.
It was, oh my God, okay. It was the end of the press conference from Bethesda.
Yeah. And they
and
saved the
Todd Howard was standing there. And this guy, he acts like a nerd. But like I told you, I want to watch this man sleep. I love him. He's such a cool person. He's like, he knows how to build hype. And then he said in the end, before the conference was over, and there's also this one game you've been asking us for a long time. And then he just played this shit, dude. And when people, it was just quiet. The whole world got quiet. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I saw this the first time, I screamed. I jumped in my chair, and I ate a piece of shit. And people are saying this might be the region of High Rock. To be honest, I love Elder Scrolls, but I'm not really that into the lore. I don't know much about
Elder
it.
Scrolls game has been on a different region of the whole world.
Apparently, this looks like Hammerfell Rock World, some shit. I don't really care where it plays, but he announced it. And because they're not really showing anything substantial.
That will be probably 2019 or 2020.
2019, no way. I'm saying 2020 or 2021.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Because this is not even...
This is nothing, so I'm thinking actually, when did they announce Skyrim? It was also like 2 years before it came out, I think. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't quite remember. But yeah, and I'm saying right now, if they include any sort of building mechanic into Elder Scrolls, I'm genuinely worried. They're going to ruin my favorite franchise.
Yeah, maybe... the game doesn't have to be bad if they just include it.
No, but think about it.
Yeah.
The work that goes into this is not to be underestimated. Yeah, true. It's like hours and hours of concepts and everything that could have gone into more quests and other stuff. So if they include building stuff, I'm going to have a word with Todd Howard. And then I'm going to end up having a relationship with him. Yeah, so Elder Scrolls, that's basically the only good thing that came from this Bethesda conference in my eyes. Okay. And it's not even anything
So it was mainly Fallout 76 and small teaser.
There were more other things that I think are not interesting. Okay. And I don't think we have to really watch trailers from that. Yeah. They announced Wolfenstein...
MMO.
No. Play your favorite Nazi. No, it's where is it? Don't look at it. Don't spoil yourself. So here, that's it. Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Oh yeah, another part of the Blood series.
Oh, do you know anything about that? Blood?
No, I mean, it's Wolfenstein, so.
I've been fighting all my life for this world.
Oktoberfest! Oktoberfest in Paris.
They're gonna send everything they have.
I don't quite understand. Is it a standalone game or is it a...
I mean, it's the voice of...
You have to embrace the
BJ Blazkowicz.
Blazkowicz, yeah, so... It's probably...
And the reason why you see these downvotes is because people getting triggered. And I think that's because you play as...
It's not about
You'll see it right away.
Oh, the Anya girl? Or?
I don't know, but... His two daughters.
It's do or die, sis. Just like Papa taught us.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Which I think people getting triggered, I don't really know why. What's the big deal? It's interesting, but the thing is that the past Wolfenstein, we talked about this.
Yeah.
People giving these games 9s and 8s and 10s.
The Colossus thing?
Yeah, it's such a generic, normal shooter. Whatever. So this doesn't really hype me. They have to do something interesting in their Wolfenstein games. It's too boring to just shoot Nazis. That can't be everything.
Well, I mean, look at, for example, one of my favorite shooters was Doom 3, and it's also pretty generic. But it's, I mean, if you just do it right, and if it's fun. And
Doom 3, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty long time ago. But I mean, I liked it. The only thing that was special about it was a item that every few enemies you could one-shot another enemy, and that healed you. That
So
was it.
Wolfenstein, to be honest, did that just hype you what you saw there?
Not really, but I'm interested in Wolfenstein. So
I'm gonna probably play it too, but the last game was so nothing special about it except the concept, the setting. Yeah, and then also they announced something else, Bethesda. Another thing, but I think this is gonna be the podcast where everyone gets triggered.
That
because
was when I read it. It was oh my god.
Prey got such good reviews from everyone. People love this game, and you and me, we played it both, and we're like,
it was.
Okay, exactly.
It's, okay hits the game on the head.
It's like nothing special about it.
It was like BioShock, but not as good a story, and gameplay was kind of like BioShock. So
No, the BioShock gameplay is even better. I mean, BioShock gameplay is already not that special.
Yeah, not
but
that good.
BioShock has better gameplay than this.
Yeah.
I was just walking around with a fucking glue gun and what? That's it. The game, and then they announced some sort of DLC. I'm guessing it's a DLC.
That's the roguelike thing, right?
Roguelike?
Did I read that right?
No. Roguelike. And it's already released, by the way. It's already out.
Yeah, I think it's a from what I saw, it was a roguelike thing.
Aha.
Because it's a simulation. You know, randomized level generation.
Oh, that actually looks interesting then. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that. I didn't really look at the trailer that much. If I see this glue gun again, I get so triggered. This thing is.
If I see these ultra loud small enemies,
watch my Prey review. I mean, it's my old style of reviews. They're not that great, but I think my Prey review was
pretty cool.
It's the old cringy reviews, cringier than now. But yeah, the game just okay. Not saying it's bad. It's not, of course, not bad. But so there, no hype from me. Bethesda conference total was just for me overall.
Oh, speaking of Doom.
Yeah, Doom Eternal.
Okay.
Did you see that?
No. But I actually really liked the latest installment of Doom.
I wanted to talk about this because the latest installment of Doom. What did you like about it?
I mean, it was, you know, what I like about
Turn the mic a little bit.
It was the same things I liked about Doom 3. It was fast, you know, not that many special abilities, and jumping 50 meters. That's what I like about shooters. I'm one of these huge Unreal Tournament fans, and I really like that kind of shooter.
Unreal Tournament back then? What was it? The legendary Hedge? No, where was that from?
Yeah, the ultra kill.
Yeah.
I was never really good at it, but I kind of like that style of shooter, that science fiction-y.
That's exactly what I don't like. But I played Doom, the new Doom, for half an hour, and it was so boring. Yeah. All you do is shoot, and then you run towards the enemy and you hit him and execute him.
That's
it.
Yeah.
How is that fun for more than 3 hours?
I just like the whole setting, and usually
the setting is cool.
The thing with these, like, Doom doesn't have an amazing story, but it's intriguing enough and interestingly science fiction-y enough for me, so it keeps me.
The camera's rolling.
So it keeps me through the game. Yeah.
You played it all the way through?
Yeah.
Okay, and you liked it?
I played it to half, and then I got like some weird system incompatibilities, and I watched the rest of the game.
Okay. Yeah, because I gotta say, Bethesda has really been letting me down. Bethesda, when they did Skyrim, they were gods to me, yeah? And since Skyrim, but that's why I tweeted on Twitter, I wrote, the only thing I can say to Bethesda is, peace has cost you strength. Victory has defeated you. You know? What Bane? Yeah. Because ever since they got Skyrim, I mean, Skyrim, I'm just going to be honest, it's one of the best games I've ever played in my life.
And you're not alone in that assessment.
I'm not alone in that. But then they was like, okay, here's Skyrim Special Edition. Here's Skyrim VR. Here's Skyrim for Switch. And after a while, I thought, you fuckers, what are you doing?
Milking that
and
franchise.
The thing is, the reason why they're making it is because people are buying it. You know? So I get that, but they did Evil Within 2. Not so good. No. Doom, for me, not interesting, but I can see where people liked it, you know. Then Prey, people liked it. I didn't like it. I'm just trying to make you guys understand where I'm coming from, yeah. So Prey, Bethesda, I think, did. What the fuck is that? Then Wolfenstein, they did. I thought.
I see.
They're doing, and then Fallout 4, which, watch the other podcast, is a great, really good game, but the more you play it, the more you realize, wow, this game has problems. Or just decisions that I don't think are good. So the last time Bethesda really delivered a fantastic game has been Skyrim.
No?
And that's 7 years ago. And now the only thing that they announced what got me hyped is a game that's not even really announced.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm going to play Fallout 76, and just because the song they used, but
it's not in the game, boy.
it's probably not going to even be in the game. Yeah. But Todd Howard, he's such a charismatic son of a bitch. He has this legendary. He was made fun of a lot after the E3 when they presented Fallout 4 because he said like, the great thing about this is it just works, and they made a meme out of this because a lot of things in Fallout did not just work. And he said in this E3, I have learned through the internet that apparently some things they don't just work. I can't.
Oh, nice.
I can't do it like him. Okay, I love this man, and
he's on the meme level.
The goal of my life is to one day shake this man's hand, even if it's his dead body, and I have to out of his grave.
Thanks for Skyrim, boy.
Thanks for Skyrim Ultra Special Edition. Yeah. Oh
wait. Did we see Doom?
Now check this out.
Okay.
Another reason why Bethesda pissed me off this year. They revealed a new Elder Scrolls, but it's a fucking mobile game. Watch this piece of shit.
Like Fallout
Piece of shit, not referring to Todd Howard. Todd Howard is a god.
Shelter, we wanted an experience that we were not finding anywhere else.
The reason why you're not finding it anywhere else because nobody wants to make a fucking mobile game.
But that's usually our mobile game hate bias.
No. Any real gamer, if you're a real gamer and you like mobile,
then you're not a real gamer.
The only thing you can play on mobile is
Peggy.
Doodle Jump. Let's watch that.
It's Hearthstone. Hearthstone is actually the best.
I didn't play that. Look at this.
Blades, at its heart, is a pure Elder Scrolls game.
It's such a bullshit. Look at this.
Combat is all new, and it follows your specific movements and timings.
Wow, that looks exciting.
Yeah, that looks incredibly exciting, doesn't it? It's just, why are you doing this? And then he's like, and now the kicker. You can play the game in portrait mode. It's like, bruv. Todd Howard, he seems to be, when I watched the interviews with him back then about Elder Scrolls Skyrim, he seems like a guy who has really, in Germany we say, den Finger auf dem Puls der Gamer. He has his finger on the pulse of the gamers. He knows what they want because he's one of us. And then he's promoting this kind of stuff, and like I said, I think this is shit, but he's a god. I'm not angry at him. The company's bigger than him.
I mean, so he's not the CEO of the company.
I don't think so.
He really is someone who makes the games.
I think so. He's the lead director or executive. What I don't know. I don't quite know. But he's important, and he's great in presenting things. But this is crap. Fuck me. Fucking blades, shove them in your anus. Okay, so Bethesda really let me down this year, but I'm just happy that I saw the new Elder Scrolls game.
So it's in the making.
It's in the making.
They're making.
But I'm saying at least 3 or 4 more years.
Taking 2 more years to make the building good in this game.
Now they watch the podcast and say, "Fuck, we forgot to add the building mechanic."
Good thing that this random YouTuber reminded us to add building into the game.
And also they announced a brand new IP, what Bethesda is developing, called Starfield. You heard of that?
Starfield, no.
Brand new Starfield. Well, whatever. The trailer didn't show anything. It just showed the universe a little bit. So the sky and the space station.
It's going to be a science fiction IP.
It's going to be a science fiction thing and completely new from the ground up, which I think is interesting. But again, they didn't really show anything.
Okay.
Everything concrete what they showed let me down.
I see.
Let's move on to Wait, where is this?
So next developer.
Okay, I want to talk about this. Did you play the Hitman?
The newest one with the
Okay.
I watched you play a little bit.
If you want to know if you are a gamer like me, this is really, I think, one of the best games of all time for me. It's in my top 10 list of best games ever made. It's exactly the kind of game for me. It's made for me. Maßgeschneidert.
Maßgeschneidert.
Yeah. And that's the new Hitman game. The with the the Hitman game. This is because this is season 2 and not really Hitman 2.
Yeah.
It's a season 2, and buy this game if you haven't played it. It's so fantastic. You have so many options. It's so much fun. I love it. And they released finally this announcement for season 2, and just look how amazing it looks. Look at the setting, bro.
The setting of Hitman was always.
They can be so creative because they can come up with, look, a fucking racetrack in Miami. Oh, it's gonna be so good. You are so free to do whatever you want in each level.
Cause. Effect.
I love this game. It's
that's an awesome trailer, showing every different way to how it could have happened or how it could
it's just
happen.
fucking fantastic.
We live in a world of assassins.
They even released a little gameplay trailer, and the only thing I'm worried about, because the season 1 wasn't a very great success. It wasn't.
Did they even finish the episode?
Yeah. The story's unfinished, but they released their 6 episodes, like they said.
Yeah.
Season 1 is finished, and then Square Enix, their publisher, dropped them. And then it was dropped them. They had the rights to Hitman, thank God. But now I'm worried about something here, because I don't know how the financial situation is, and I'm worried that the size of each level got smaller. I don't know why, but this is something that worries me. I hope that they have to do at least, again, 6 levels, and they have to be, again, of the same sizes. There was the one level, Sapienza, it was episode 2. It was like a small part of a village almost of Italy. It was huge. The Paris fashion show, the Marrakesh
the
level.
Bangkok thing, right? Yeah, that was.
Each level is huge, and I hope they're not gonna let us down.
No, that was one of the main things of. That is one of the main things of Hitman.
Each level has to be huge, and
it has to be huge because you have to have so many
things to
possible ways to go about it.
This is like my ideal video game, really. I love Hitman. I love what they're doing. It's perfect.
Everything about Hitman sounds so awesome to me, but I just can't.
You just can't play that shit.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Not enough Japanese faces.
It sounds everything like, this is so cool. I can go about it and kill this guy in any way I want. But then I just end up getting shot every time. I try to be clever here, not clever enough.
Because you cannot play stealth games, right?
Yeah, no, that's not.
I love stealth games so much. Okay, so Hitman, that's just awesome. It's coming out in November, and I'm incredibly hyped for this.
Good.
Yeah, and now let's go from one good news to one bad thing. What do you think when you hear Command and Conquer?
Command and Conquer. The first thing I think of are these super cringy, but at the same time awesome real life, real actor.
But Command and Conquer is a very renowned and really decent strategy franchise.
It was pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Do you know what EA did?
No.
EA shit all over gamers' faces this year.
Okay. As they do every day.
As they do every day. I mean, it's their job.
Yeah.
You know. Look what they did. I don't even want to watch this too
Look
much.
what they did.
Look what they did. This is everyone was watching this like no, please stop. No. I killed Zohan.
Here alongside Redwood
Look at these sons of bitches. Look, they both look like,
we're here to destroy your fond memories of Command.
We're here to destroy your dreams, guys.
General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm super excited. You piece of shit. Look at his smile. I mean, all these white teeth, they each represent one soul, yeah?
Oh god.
Look,
presentation.
Fuck, we already have an hour. We have so many more games to do. Fuck. How are we gonna do this
let's
shit.
just
a little bit differently and give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live.
Did you just hear that?
Did you?
This is the trigger word, yeah? When you hear this.
MOBA is the trigger word, yeah.
Head-to-head match. Michael, tell us the rules.
Sure thing. The objective.
Sure thing. He just spit out some blood there.
Sure thing. The objective.
Take the cringe in his face.
Objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win.
Wait. Are you saying I have to destroy the enemy's base to win? Holy fuck.
Oh, that's innovative.
If they came up with this 20 years ago, the franchise would have been so much better.
Control, super simple. Just tap the destination.
Like his mom.
Automatically moves there.
Look.
The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile in the center of the map. Control the missile.
This has nothing to do.
So it's not even moving.
No. You have your troops and you tell them where in what fucking circle to walk, and then they shoot against each other automatically. And this is the fucking shit game now. And then they got these two nobodies on stage, these two pro gamers who battled it out on screen. And look, that's how they presented this. And then they were moderating the match like it was some fucking StarCraft.
Yeah.
This is I don't know if this is the whole video. I feel like look at the lights. I don't know what they were thinking, and I think it was actually longer than 6.5 minutes.
I don't know. The thing with mobile games is I have the conspiracy theory in my head that mobile games actually cost nothing to make.
Yeah, they probably don't.
If everyone that reviews the game buys it, they already turned a profit.
Yeah.
So,
but the thing is, not only are they not that expensive to make, they're also, I think, way more profitable. Not because they're so little to make, but because people always play on their phones. All these casual retards, they're like, oh, I'm on my phone. All these fucking idiots that play this shit, It's hugely
probably.
And the thing is, I wouldn't care that much if they announced a new IP, but they're using Command and Conquer. Build routine 721 initiated.
But I mean, it doesn't take away from that the old games are awesome.
It doesn't, but I wish we got an actual new Command and Conquer game. Imagine if they announced a new Command and Conquer, and instead they took they shit all over it. Okay, that's enough about that. Fuck.
Oh man, now that we speak of it, I really miss these live action.
They were so good.
Cutscenes.
Yeah.
They were hilarious.
Then one game, because I don't want to talk about that much, is Rage 2. Did you play Rage 1?
No. Isn't that the one with the boomerang guy?
To be honest, I never played it.
Me neither.
Because it looked so boring. Everybody I talked to said it's nothing special. And now they announced the second one. And I just want to say very quickly.
It's music!
I don't understand the people who plan the E3. You announce a game and then they show this.
This is your time to pay. This is your judgment day. We made a sacrifice, but now we come to take your life. We should win now.
Why?
I don't know.
Just look at this. Look at the guy in the back. I don't understand this. They could get my favorite band on there. They can get System of a Down. Get the best rappers on there. Don't get them on there. Look at this shit.
That's not what you are like. That's not what you want. You want the game.
I always turn off the live stream when this stuff comes because I can't take it. I feel like they're embarrassing my hobby. It's
too
embarrassing.
Cringe,
They're making fun of games. I feel like when they're showing this, and I'm like,
who thinks this is cool?
Yeah. I wonder other people like. Oh my god! So it's not about the band, Maybe they make good music. I don't know them. Who cares? But it's just fuck. Look, and this stuff goes on for like 4 minutes.
So
and the nerds are sitting in the publicum like. Good.
It rocks.
Yeah. Good rock. Yeah, and then oh god. And then they show.
And then it's done.
Then Dwarf with his lover. They show. they show the new game.
And the need for survival.
And I just don't quite see the.
You see, part of growing up was watching everything get taken.
Like it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna review it.
And now
but
I'm the last ranger of this wasteland.
You know what I mean when a game just misses that extra spice?
Yeah.
I don't know if Rage has really the potential to be an interesting franchise.
It looks kind of generic, but maybe that's because we don't know enough about it.
Maybe. That's also true. I didn't play the first one.
Yeah.
What they showed just didn't look too interesting. And from an outsider perspective, it just doesn't look like unique enough. Like it has the potential. Yeah, alles gut. Okay. Just doesn't look like it has the appeal, the potential. Don't know why they want to follow this, but why they want to continue this franchise.
They used it to have a gig for the band.
Yeah, the band paid for the entire production of the game. Yeah, so I don't quite understand this. I don't know.
Okay.
So now let's talk about Hideo Kojima.
Ah, the Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster. by the way, you call him Grandmaster, and I know many people call him Grandmaster, but I have to say, what? Okay, maybe you can explain this to me.
Yeah.
You and our cousin also huge fans of Hideo Kojima. Why does this guy have such a cult of personality around him?
Well, his personality, I don't know much about it. He's just the creative mind behind Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, but obviously he also doesn't make these games alone.
Yeah. And he has like the legendary interview with the monsters. What?
Many people don't know that actually. What? Monsters? I have to link that in the description. His English is just awesome. Yeah, but I don't quite understand why people are sucking his dick all the time. I mean, he makes great games.
I mean, if you're the creative mind behind one legendary franchise, isn't that enough?
But the thing is, I love Todd Howard not only because he made these awesome games, but because of the personality that he has, the way he talks about games.
Yeah,
and he was in the chess club.
I don't know much about.
No, but I also don't want to hate on him. But I just feel like people are sucking his dick a little bit too much. But whatever. So yeah, Death Stranding. You heard about this?
Nope.
Wait, you haven't even heard about this?
No.
Stas, turn off the podcast. So you know that Hideo Kojima and Konami split up.
Split up, yes.
Konami proceeded to raping the franchise.
Yes.
And Hideo Kojima started his own thing. Death Stranding.
His own company? Or, yeah?
Hideo Kojima Productions, I think. And he announced a Death Stranding, I think, already a year ago. Really cryptic shit. No gameplay, just weird stuff. Like whales in the air and really fucked up shit.
Okay. I know he did the one thing, the PT demo was for Silent Hills, but that got cancelled. So I.
But check this out. Oh, what? There's a baby. It's just weird shit. And I gotta say, I respect what they're doing in terms of. It's really weird, and in a good way. I think in a good way.
In the Kojima way.
In a Kojima way. It really has a Kojima feel to it. Yeah. And the guy from Walking Dead plays the main.
Oh, so they did recruit him back. He was playing the main guy in the Silent Hills remake.
Oh, really?
So they really got him on board.
What's his name? Daryl in The Walking Dead? I never watched The Walking Dead.
Me neither.
But I want to skip a little bit forward to the gameplay.
Okay.
They just show him like always walking around.
It looks.
You can see it's gameplay because of the way he's walking. It's not very dynamic. And when I saw this,
science fiction-y.
When I saw this, I feel like you can immediately tell the similarity to Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
Do you see the way he walks? Looks just like Snake.
Yeah, like Snake. Yeah, exactly. With these heavy steps.
Yeah, the way the animations work, they're so clean, you know? Which is a good thing.
Is that Mars, maybe?
I'm not really hyped for the game.
Terraforming.
I'm not really hyped for the game. I just think it looks interesting. But, yeah. Ugh, fuck.
Is that that's not gameplay.
Yeah, but then they proceed to show a little bit more cutscene stuff, you know.
Okay. Oh my.
It has potential, I can already say. I mean,
but for now, it still looks very generic.
Even if I don't enjoy sucking Kojima's dick, I have to admit the guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
We have a quality standard with Kojima, yeah, and not only a quality standard, a sort of mentality depth standard.
Yeah. Like he now that you speak of it, he broke rules or he made things happen that weren't even thought of before. Like for example, the boss fight against Psycho Mantis in
Psycho Mantis.
Yeah, where Psycho Mantis?
In Germany we say Psycho.
Where you had to unplug the controller. Yeah, that was like he broke a level of immersion that never happened before.
That's like breaking the fourth wall for video games, which is really that's awesome. Yeah.
Usually I don't like breaking the fourth wall, but that level is something.
That's sick, yeah.
Maybe that's part of the.
He's a man definitely who has a vision. I think, that's true. So that looks interesting, but you know.
Okay. Did that come with a release date or?
No, I don't think so. Okay. Forgive me if some things I just don't know. I'm not God. You're not God. You're not God. Okay, next up, this, Andy. Oh my God.
Ghost of Tsushima.
I love new IPs. Oh God, check this out. First of all, it starts with.
What is that screen? Oh my God!
It starts with ultra cringe. So don't let this.
Wait, more ultra cringe than the band.
Just look at this. Why? Why? I mean, look at this dude. Look at all the gamers are sitting there.
It probably wouldn't be ultra cringe if that was an Asian person.
First of all, let's not make it about race. No, I mean, you're right. I don't know if you're right, because I feel like that would have been also cringe, because I think it wouldn't have been cringe if it was just music from the game that was playing. You just show the beautiful Wiese, the grasslands, and it shows the music. But this, everyone knows it's not real. It's just a fucking
old guy with a rice hood.
I mean, I'm not talking about cultural appropriation. Yeah, it's okay. It can do whatever he wants. It doesn't seem authentic. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, and it's also a bit cringy because he's obviously not really playing this thing. What is it? What is it with the fucking live performances at E3? It has never worked before. Only Tak Fuji can do good live performances.
And they're good in a different way.
You see, and this also goes on for like a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like...
I mean, it probably has it has a different effect when you're there, probably.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think when you're there it's cool?
No, it's not cool, but a minute is not that long when you're there. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. When you're live there, you just see it as an intro and you're like sitting there, just wait.
For a YouTube video, a 4-minute song of a band is huge, yeah? But when you're there, it's just one song, 4 minutes. Okay.
Maybe you're right. Yeah. Maybe you're right. Still, we're watching it here right now. It's quite horrible. I think this is how we should have started the podcast. Stand here. Just stop it. Just stop it. Oh,
okay.
God.
So, once he's done...
Come on, look at It just went on for too long.
He kind of looks like the boss of Spider-Man. You know, like the...
Yeah.
You serious?
But now, Andy, watch the game.
Okay.
This looks quite crazy. Sony's killing it with their exclusive titles. I mean, Microsoft...
I heard that their conference was the star, or their presentation
was good, yeah. But Microsoft is really just... I don't know what happened to them. I mean, like I said, we don't want to go through everything, so I'm going to skip a little bit ahead.
Oh, gameplay. That's...
Yes.
I hate trailers that don't show
Mongol invasion.
Day 9.
Yeah. I actually don't know. Did the Mongols invade Japan?
They pretty much had control over
I know, but
half of the planet
Japan?
at some point.
They go to Japan?
Don't know about Japan.
I don't know that.
But is that... Where does it say that this
Well,
is?
look, it's samurai swords. That's not Chinese.
Okay. Yeah, true. Okay. All enemies are already dead.
Right, that's Japanese.
Yeah, it looks pretty Japanese. Otsuna?
Banzo Komega. Yeah, Otsuna Grass. Yeah, this is...
Otsuna is Japanese.
So here, this of course, obviously, this looks fantastic. But to anybody who knows E3, The Witcher 3, when they announced it, they showed also like riding on a horse, and it looked similar to this. It looked fantastic, and the game looked nothing like it.
Yeah, but what game does look like the E3?
Yeah, I mean, look at this. This looks quite outstanding. I mean,
it's mostly the lighting.
Just
lighting that looks like this is never in the game.
You have to pay for the light. Yeah, that looks fantastic.
Did they show combat? Or?
Yeah, let's go to combat.
Enough.
And this, by the way, is from Sucker Punch, the guys who did Infamous. You know Infamous?
The one where you could shoot lightning?
Yeah,
was
exactly.
That the game?
Like parkour.
Yeah.
Let's look at this and tell me what you think.
Okay.
These are I don't know Mongols. Samurai.
Okay, he gets one shot.
So you see, I can already tell it works with the counters, you know? Boom, you wait for an attack.
Yeah, looks like Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Okay, different enemy type. Already good.
Yeah, you see, you got the perfect blocks and stuff like that. And now here we gotta get some nice gore. And finish him. Boom. Yeah, so I think that... What do you think?
Okay, that looks very promising.
There's something about new IPs, isn't there?
Yeah.
Games...
It's like they're untainted.
Yeah, they're new. They're like a new start. You can do whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, sequels, prequels, they're great. You know, they're great. But new IPs, they always have something so interesting about them. Really beautiful to watch. You know, I think that's really promising. And then look at this beautiful fight in the end. I mean, look at that. Just look at that scenery. That's beautiful.
These are old school boss fights like these.
Yeah. Again, I think this doesn't have a release date yet. We don't know how it's going to be in the end. But that's Ghost of Tsushima, looking fantastic, looking outstanding.
Have you ever played Ninja Gaiden?
Only a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's not like Ninja Gaiden.
No, but this scenery reminds me a little like the 1v1 boss fights.
But Ninja Gaiden was like...
It had huge monster boss fights, but then the really important ones was like man-to-man.
Yeah. Like in Fury, the one... Remember Fury, the one boss?
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. It was awesome. Yeah. I really like it.
Yeah, that looks amazing. I can't wait to see more of that. But since they haven't given a release date yet, I think we're looking at 2019. But still, the amount of games even released, announced for this year is crazy. The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, The Last of Us.
Let's talk about The Last of Us 1 very quickly. Yeah. Because... you want to start this off?
Okay, so The Last of Us 1, I think we didn't get a chance to talk about it in the previous podcast. No. It's a game I love and hate.
Oh, I see it differently.
Yeah? I love it because it was so immersive and believable. But I hate it because it was so immersive and believable. You know what I mean?
No.
The story, I so didn't agree with the story, but it...
What do you mean agree?
Like with the way the characters acted. Like
you didn't sympathize with the characters?
Yes. I hated them. But I hated them
both?
Because everyone. Every human in this game.
Really?
I really wanted to be a fungus at the end.
A what?
A fungus.
A fungus? Ah, yeah. The enemies are...
Yeah. So... Because, but I hated them. Usually, I don't care about anything the characters say. It's like a movie. But it was so immersive, and I felt with them. I felt with everyone that got affected by every other.
So you
decisions.
did sympathize with them. Explain yourself, sir. You're not making sense.
Yeah, I felt with them, but I didn't sympathize with them. You know what I mean? They really were important to me, and so I hated everyone who did something that hurt someone else.
This is like too cryptic for me.
So, are we spoiling or?
No, don't spoil.
No. Yeah, but some decisions that characters make in The Last of Us are to the detriment of other characters.
Yes. And you didn't.
And the characters to whose detriment that is were really important to me. So
you don't like what
I
the characters...
hated the other character, but then they were bad to each other back, and then I hated everyone, but because they were so important to me. You know?
Okay.
So, and then also the ending is like the
Did you like it or not?
Like
we had a discussion about it a long time ago, but I don't know.
I like it and I hate it at the same time because I so don't agree with how they with the decisions made by the characters in the game, but I also realize that it's so good. Yeah, it's so...
Okay, so here's my take on the game. I think everything in terms of writing and presentation and story is fantastic. Everything. But I don't think it's that good of a game.
Yeah, I mean, the gameplay is like Uncharted.
This is the fucking Bioshock symptom. I don't understand why people are like this. Like, because you guys who watch my channel, you know this about me. I'm a gameplay gamer.
Yeah.
This means a story is like the cherry on top. A good story that's awesome doesn't have to be there. Yeah. But many people out there, or many gaming magazines, they see a great story, they see great characters, great presentation, and they think, hey, great game. I think that's bullshit. The gameplay has to be fantastic. And the gameplay of Last of Us was so normal.
It was,
nothing special about it.
Nothing special there. Yeah. It has like 3 enemy types, and that's it.
This is just a run-in-the-mill stealth game with nothing special.
Yeah. You have one gun, and
you're telling me this game is like a 10 out of 10? Because characters are good? Give me a fucking break.
It's because the whole presentation and setup is very American movie-like. And once it's like a movie...
Yeah, once it's movie-like, everyone's like, Detroit, it's movie-like, 8 out of 10. Detroit is a bullshit story, yeah.
Once video games are movie-like, the critics like jizz in their pants.
Which is kind of sad, because, hey, we're video games, we're not movies. You should rate video games on the gameplay.
Yeah.
But...
Critics.
Yeah. But also with Bioshock, I mean, we talked about this before. Yeah. Bioshock Infinite, the world, oh my god! Bioshock 1, the vibe, the presentation.
Would you kindly?
Yeah. It's in German we say wegweisend. In American, it's in English it's pioneering.
Yeah,
amazing. But the gameplay was, and then 9 out of 10. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't get it. But The Last of Us Part 2 announced. Ellie's all grown up.
Okay.
And guess what? She's a lesbian. That's her girlfriend?
At least in The Last of Us 1, it looked exactly like her.
Look at her.
Okay.
Oh my god, she did not age well. Sheesh.
That's not Ellen Page.
But it's her grown up, and
Okay.
then they smooch, which turned me on. Look there.
Oh boy.
Oh, I like it. So this game is already going to be an 8 out of 10 at least.
Okay.
And then they show a lot of gameplay, stealth gameplay, action gameplay in the
So
world.
it's still in the same world with the fungus blah blah blah.
I guess so, yeah. But yeah, looks good. The game looks good, but I haven't seen anything that makes me think that, wow, they have made great changes to the gameplay.
Okay, so here the first enemy is not a fungus.
Yeah.
I would be kind of sad if they got rid of this whole
The zombies.
yeah, the whole fantastical thing.
I mean, the game, right? Look at how they use their environment.
Yeah.
But you never know. With E3, you just never know. Look how he reacts to the punches. Did you see that?
Awesome. Oh my god.
So I gotta say, I'm hyped. I'm looking for. By the way, is this New York? Isn't this this?
The triangle, the first
this weird
high
little
building
building
in the world.
Is this New York? Maybe they said something. I don't know.
But the building is usually not that lonely. So.
Do they have a release date, by the way? I don't think so. But yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to review it.
But for me personally, I think if they keep the gameplay as it was in The Last of Us 1 and have a world that is as immersive as the first one, I think it will be fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna review it. It's gonna be interesting. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh.
You know that Assassin's Creed Origins, did you play it?
The Egyptian one?
Yeah.
No, I didn't play it. No.
Assassin's Creed Origins. Fantastic game. But now here's why I'm already worried. They reinvented the entire Assassin's Creed franchise because they took 1 year break. They reinvented it from top to bottom, made it into an awesome RPG, finally. And now again, they're making it a yearly release, and they're gonna make the whole fucking system become stale so fast. Cool. It plays in Greek now, in Greece. Awesome. You fight against Spartans. Fantastic.
Yeah.
But I can already tell, if you're gonna make this a yearly thing, it's gonna again fucking suck in a couple of years. Why can't you take a year break and reinvent yourself a little bit? Fucking pisses me off.
I don't know. I have lost interest in Assassin's Creed after the first one.
I mean, the fighting system is really, Andy, it's awesome. It's really an awesome game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
That's where we see the difference between us. I thought the best thing about Assassin's Creed 1 was the whole, this is a machine and this is a global conspiracy with a huge corporation thing.
They lost all of that.
And then
they
it's gone.
outright,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed had the potential to be one of the best stories in the video game industry.
Yeah.
They fucked all of
and
that.
And then they used everything just to say, he can travel to this land and he can travel to this. And
I think now they outright just dropped it.
Yeah.
They just, forget about.
And then, I mean, there's nothing left for me.
Assassin's Creed 1 had one of the best stories and best writing I've ever seen.
The whole Templar conspiracy thing was so well done.
And then they turned the whole franchise into Lost, the series where just more shit is added that doesn't make sense. Yeah. And they pretty much raped the franchise. And now they're completely shifting it from awesome story to fuck story. We want to make an awesome RPG, which I can say, you know what? Fine, whatever. Just do it right.
I mean, it probably appeals to a lot more people. It's just not a thing for me.
I'm just worried again that it's going to be a fucking yearly release. I don't like it. I'm scared what it will lead to. I don't know any franchise that does yearly releases that's good. Nothing.
FIFA.
I want to meet a person who buys a FIFA every year. I want to meet this person.
Oh, I know one of our viewers.
Who?
My Argentinian friend.
He buys FIFA every year?
I think so. I assume, yeah.
The camera's still rolling?
It is still rolling. Yeah. And he wants to come on the podcast so he can
get him on the podcast
himself.
Get him on the podcast. You know what? This is interesting.
Yeah.
But to get him, need to get a straitjacket or something.
Anton is bound to his
That's
chair.
interesting. Let's have him on the podcast and make him answer. He buys a FIFA every year.
I don't know. He plays a lot of FIFA and he's insanely good at it.
Well, that's fine, but
so
I wonder.
I don't know.
Like, okay. I don't want to lose a subscriber. No, it's fine to play FIFA, I guess, in some world. So yeah.
By the way, it's one of the trigger words. If you if you want to trigger Anton on Twitter, just tweet something about FIFA.
Okay, there are several trigger words I have. It's mobile gaming. It's FIFA. It's ACG. Oh fuck, man! I don't want to. Let's go through more games. Skull and Bones, very quickly. Hear about this?
What was the last one? Oh, the Assassin's Creed.
Creed?
Yeah.
Told you what I
There's
think.
only one real Spartan anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is Skull and Bones. It's a pure pirate game, and I feel like they just used everything from the Assassin's Creed games and made this into a standalone game.
Isn't that just a game that tries to milk the Sea of Thieves hype?
Well, Sea of Thieves was a huge failure.
Okay.
And Sea of Thieves didn't really have...
also financially, or... I mean, the game is horrible, but...
No, I think many people bought it. I think they broke even, but...
Okay.
Yeah. So this looks good. Naval combat can be interesting, can be boring.
Usually it's kind of slow. That's what I don't like about naval things.
But yeah, it looks interesting. I mean, we'll see, you know? I do think it's kind of a bit of a... You can really tell that they took assets from Assassin's Creed and shifted them into Skull and Bones. I mean, some parts just look one-to-one the same thing. But I mean, at the end of the day, how much creativity can you have when it comes to naval combat? It's going to look the same. So now, let's talk Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk, okay.
Announced, I think, 5 years ago. CD Projekt Red, the guys who did Witcher.
Heard about it.
You saw the trailer?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Not this one, but...
Check it out.
City, the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
I mean, that's fucking goosebump shit right there.
Can't deny it, it's all true.
But I'm worried, and I have
everybody
doubts, and I'll
still
tell you
wants to live
after
here.
we watch a little bit.
This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie.
I mean, obviously no gameplay, right? This
illusion.
is...
But it's there. Just around the corner. And it keeps you going.
I mean, look at that. That was violent shit. You see how he kicked him in the face? So...
It's a city of dreams.
I'll tell you my problem right now. What I see in this trailer. Or not problem, but the one word I want to say is tone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what this trailer wants me to feel. You have this over-the-top, super colorful future where I think like, whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then you saw this guy freaking curb stomping the guy in the face. Like, what the fuck is that? And this just trailer made me feel a little bit weird. Like, okay, what kind of game are we talking here?
I think it is pretty much like these... It's supposed to make you feel like these Mad Max things, you know? Like, it's super punky, but also very violent. You know? It's called Cyberpunk. All these people look like punks.
Yes, but the thing is, CD Projekt Red is known for writing really good, nuanced dialogue. And I'm worried about what can they do here. I mean, if they just create a world full of caricatures, how interesting can it be?
I don't know.
It's like Ready Player One or something like that, you know? So, but I'm not saying it's not good. You know, it's interesting. Looks very interesting, in fact. I
know. What is it that you do in this game?
It's an open world first person, by the way. And people don't know this. It's going to be first person, which I don't like, kind of, in this case. RPG.
Okay. So... so it's pretty much The Witcher in science fiction? Or?
No, Witcher is third person. This is first person.
Okay, but it's an RPG.
Well, it's an RPG, but I don't think it has anything to do with Witcher. It's going to be very different.
Open world.
I'm guessing it's going to be very similar to Deus Ex. Deus Ex, but
I see,
Deus Ex has this melancholic, awesome, depressive vibe.
Yeah, and this is super not like that.
Yes. Which is cool, you know, that's no problem. That's we don't want to have the same shit all the time. Yeah. Slightly worried though. I feel like the trailer was too...
It was a little too much on the this is crazy side. Yeah.
Didn't quite manage to hype me, I gotta say. Okay. Still obviously looking forward to it a lot. I mean, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and it's CD Projekt.
CD Projekt.
CD Projekt.
CD Projekt, yeah.
CD Projekt.
Looking forward to it. I would say wait till gameplay, yeah. Days Gone. Heard about this one? Open world game, Sony exclusive. Zombie world, you play a biker. Open world zombie game.
You're constantly trying to repair it. You need to keep
And I gotta say, today I saw the gameplay for the first time, and I'm a little bit let down because it looks really generic.
Yeah. These open world zombie things.
No, don't say a word against open world, my friend. You came to the wrong neighborhood. Open world is awesome, but this reminds me a little of State of Decay. And State of Decay was one of the worst pieces of shit I've played in the past years.
You know, that sounds trivial, but it's not, because it basically means we have a full day-night cycle in the game. Right. And they have...
How is it possible that after 10 years of day and night cycles, they still mention this as something special? We have, by the way, we have pixels in the game. The game happens on screen, yeah.
And when you press something on your controller, the character does that.
Holy fuck. God. Are you serious?
So you will find them like in this scenario, you'll see
yeah.
them.
I don't know.
I shudder in the ass.
We've introduced this group called...
I guess we gotta wait.
Can you tell us anything about what
might look enjoyable though. Might be fun. Yeah. Don't have that many thoughts. Now this is interesting.
Okay.
Let's do rapid fire now. Let's wrap it up a little bit. Let's do rapid fire.
Resident
Evil 2 remake. And I thought, cash grab. Look how this looks, dude. Look,
so Resident Evil 2 in the sense of, you know, the game.
Yeah. But it looks real. Look at this.
Oh my.
Resident Evil 2. And I gotta say,
some of the originals are there.
this is how you make a remake.
Here is the fact that we're really playing the game where Leon.
I mean, that looks amazing.
God.
Yeah.
Because
not some of that Dark Souls remastered. Fuck.
I expected something like that, like Dark Souls remastered. Wait, so what's different now?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, and I expected a cash grab because Capcom also does bad shit sometimes. But this looks awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's go a little bit forward. It's too dark. We can't see shit. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. This is. This looks good. Look at this.
And you can aim now.
Yeah,
Jesus, you can aim.
This seems to have an engine. They didn't just remaster this. You can't just change the code, I guess. I'm not a programmer, but you can't just change that by adding a couple of plugins, right? And it's really dark, but
awesome.
I mean, it still doesn't look 100%, but I mean, awesome. I did not expect ever. I don't care about remasters, but this such an old game. When was Resident Evil 2? 2001?
That was. I played it on the GameCube.
No, that was before GameCube.
No. I don't. Or was it?
Resident Evil 2.
1989.
1989.
Yeah, GameCube. See? There.
Yeah, but here, Nintendo 64 also.
Okay, also Nintendo 64. I see.
Maybe that was already like a remaster for GameCube.
Maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, that awesome. So that's first time I feel like I'm hyped for a remaster. You know, that's awesome.
Good.
Soulcalibur VI. Speaking of Gerald.
Soulcalibur.
I don't know why I want to say this very quickly. I love beat 'em ups, or I don't love them. I like beat 'em up games, but Soulcalibur never managed to hook me.
No?
I always feel
which one is your favorite?
What, beat 'em up?
Beat 'em up, yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
I see. Okay.
And the Soulcalibur games, I always felt like the characters were really heavy. You know,
the animations were slow and weighty. Yeah.
Check how it looks.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks fast. That's why I'm surprised.
So, of course, the reversal edge mechanic is really kind of a leveler for mid to beginning.
Oh, is that The Witcher?
Yeah. So I don't know quite what is going to be there.
Oh, it looks kind of Soulcalibur-y to me.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I wonder though, in the space of video games, if Soulcalibur is still going to be able to sich behaupten können, to make a name for itself. Yeah. They haven't had a game in a long time, in a really long time. And other beat 'em up games just took over. You know, Injustice, Mortal Kombat. I feel like, can they really still...
Yeah, Mortal Kombat is at the moment really...
Yeah.
But beat 'em up games are kind of rare.
Street Fight, yeah.
They gotten kind of rare.
Yeah, because they're difficult. They've always been kind of for the more elite players.
Yeah.
But I'm interested. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Let's just say, I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
As long as they keep Ivy in the game, who's the best character ever.
So next up, Kingdom Hearts 3. I just picked that out, but I don't really know anything about Kingdom Hearts. I never played it. I don't understand it.
I know Kingdom Hearts has many fans. Many otakus jerk off to Kingdom Hearts every day.
I would love to play it, to be honest. It looks cool, but I just don't know anything about it.
I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Not good?
Maybe I'm just not the target audience. Maybe I'm too old. I don't
But it looks so cool.
Yeah, it's like Japanese. It's like Final Fantasy plus Disney. But that alone doesn't make your game good.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna keep my eye on it, but there's not really much I can say because I never played these games. Yeah. Now, do you know what this is, Andy?
Metro.
And very interesting. They went with linear. Now they're going to open world. And I want to say that open world, again, it does not make your game better. I have many cases where it makes your game fucking worse.
Yeah.
But looking good, I gotta say. Looking good. Did you play Metro?
Yes, I played about half of the first game.
Yeah.
But I read the books and I really liked the books. And
does this still have anything to do with the books?
No, the books are done. But the problem was the first game, I didn't really think that it caught the vibe of the books that much.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's very hard to do. The protagonist in the book is like a normal human. It's not like a player character that kills hundreds of monsters. So there was like this helplessness of the characters in the books. The world is fucked and there are mutants and toxic shit everywhere, and they're kind of helpless, just trying to survive. And in the game, you're like fucking Rambo.
I only played like the first 2 hours, and for some reason it didn't hook me. I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe I was too creeped out as a little pussy back then. Oh man. So next up, and this looks fantastic. I have never played a good Spider-Man game. Many people out there, hey, what about Spider-Man 2? What about Ultimate?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them were good. Okay, let me rephrase that. I've never played a really good Spider-Man game. Like Batman Arkham Knight, Arkham City level.
I see what you mean.
And this has the potential for that, man. Look at this boy. I mean, it's open world. The combat looks awesome. And I can't wait for this. Skip.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so so you know how I kind of said like experimenting, but like
it looks fluid. It looks. I'm hyped. I'm so hyped. The only problem, what I see with games like this, and this is something I'm already scared about, is these games where movement is very fast, like Prototype. What else? Prototype, Infamous, where movement happens over rooftops very quickly. They're
not very precise.
No, not necessarily. I mean, the amount of the microscopic amount of the detail on a microscopic level is very problematic.
And because you're going over everything so fast.
And the moment you decide, you know what, I want to walk along the street. You're like, fuck, this is so dead.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
This world is so fucking dead. I love Prototype games, but walk past the street in that game.
Yeah, true.
And then walk past the street in GTA. I understand different games. They want to achieve different things, but the worlds are really not alive. And here I saw some gameplay when he's walking past us down the street. It looks amazing. I hope they're not going to forget to have a good amount of detail on a microscopic level. Hyped.
Yeah, but okay, so this is pretty much the definition of a game I care nothing about.
Really? Why? Superheroes?
Superheroes.
I also don't care about superheroes, but
whatever.
Open world
and open world, whatever, and yeah, it has nothing that speaks to me.
Okay, moving on. Halo Infinite announcement.
Okay, keeping that franchise alive.
I was just about to comment on that. I feel like Halo's dead. I feel like Halo's been dead for a couple of years.
Halo 1 to 3 has such a place in my heart.
Halo 3.
I love that. Halo 3 was one of the best games I've ever played.
Undoubtedly.
I had a little bit of a, like what you had with Call of Duty, like an online gaming phase. Me and a friend from school, we played duos in, it was like 2v2v2v2 in Halo, and we played it every day. Went home from school, eat something while starting up the Xbox and just play Halo, bam, 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 every day. It was so much fun.
And I remember it was 2007, and I remember even I don't know why I remember this. Standing in the shop, and I saw it, and I thought, why not buy it? I could play with friends. And then I think we started the campaign together a little bit. In
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh my God,
really, we had every weekend, not only weekend, even during school days, everyone comes over to our place and we just fucking play Halo.
And then I remember we had 2 Xbox 360s.
We had 2 Xboxes. 2 people play upstairs. 4 people upstairs. 4 people downstairs.
And then we connect. Oh my God, that was
it was just
insane. That was insane.
Awesome. And even when we were only playing on one Xbox, we had like 7 people and only 4 people could play, but it doesn't matter because the loser has to give away the controller. So we play team deathmatch, and when you die, you have to give the controller. And Halo 3 is just.
And that's just the multiplayer. The single player, for me at least, was also. I love this whole vibe of Halo.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like with every consecutive Halo game, it just got a little less intense. The game, a little bit.
I think that the story missions of the third of Halo 3 were some of the best.
Yeah.
Wasn't
it the one in end with a car and the
that was the first.
No.
That was the last mission in the first one. I didn't
play the first one.
No?
I think it was last mission number 3 where the ground is breaking away and you're in the warthog and you're just awesome. Whatever. And that was a great game. In every new Halo game that came out, I felt it less and less. You know what I mean? And then they got Halo.
The thing is, I didn't play any of the spin-off games, the strategy ones, and I didn't play...
They're kind of... They're something else.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And I didn't play anything after Halo 3. So I don't know about Halo 4. I don't know where they went with everything.
You played ODST.
Yes, I played ODST, because that still was in the same universe where you had the Flood. I don't know about Halo 4. I don't know if the Flood is still in the game. But when they got rid of if they got rid of the Flood...
I think I played Halo 4 and 5 at friends' places, the multiplayer, and I don't know why. Maybe it was because I grew up and I kind of my taste in video games changed.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just talk shit about these games without knowing them that much, you know? Maybe they are great, but
So you played them?
A little bit. I played some multiplayer, and I didn't feel it.
Okay. But you didn't play single player, so
No.
you don't know if the Flood is still in the game. No. Because that was the antagonist that drove everything for me. This whole universe-consuming entity.
And also, I mean, this trailer doesn't show much. It's an announcement. You know, Halo Infinite.
But it's part of the main series. You play Spartan something.
I think so.
Okay.
Let's look at it. Yeah, I mean, even here, nothing substantial yet, so I'm guessing at least 2 years. Or 1 year. 1 year. Okay. A lot can happen in 1 year. I think somewhere in the trailer I saw the Spartans.
These are just normal dudes?
That's not Spartans. But I think something happened to the Master Chief. We just don't know.
Yeah.
I think isn't his story
Maybe.
over? I think wasn't he killed or something? Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Looking good.
That's what I loved about Halo. This nature, but with this super advanced architecture of the early precursors of everything. Yeah, no.
Good to see that the franchise is still alive.
Maybe I'll give the 4th game a try at some point.
What do you mean 4th game?
Halo 4.
Halo 4.
That's when I stopped playing.
I think you need to buy an Xbox One for that.
It's Xbox One exclusive?
I think so. But anyways, it's Microsoft.
Then I don't think I'm gonna give it a try.
Not sure about that though. So that's Halo. Then very quickly, we don't really need to watch a trailer because it doesn't show anything. Neo 2 announced.
Really didn't like the first game.
Didn't?
No.
Hey, didn't you just a couple of weeks ago said you gave it a chance again and it was awesome?
I gave it a chance again and it wasn't awesome.
Really?
No, I really didn't like the game. It did
Why?
a lot of things it tried to be a Souls-like game, but did a lot of the things that make Souls-like games great, just didn't do them.
I played the first 20 minutes, I thought it was so much fun. But only first 20 minutes.
The combat is kind of fun, but after the first level, you don't have to learn anything new. There are tons of new moves that you can learn that you will never lose because
lose or never use?
Never use, because the game is so punishing that if you wind up to do your super huge attack, and then we will stab you in the back and you will die in one hit. So all you can do is just take the quickest weapon, do the punch, and run away. And
And I didn't play it. I can't really comment, but
the story is fucking horrible.
That you told me that there's no system behind
there's no order behind it. Everything is makes no sense. Disconnected Japanese names thrown at you.
That's the worst. That's the worst part for me with stories of Japanese games. I can't remember their fucking names.
It's like here you have
Here's Okutaka
Tomohara
and
Sakigashi
Chikitiki and Angel Fisti. Now let's look at this, guys.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. So what is this, Andy? Who is this?
Huh? Oh, isn't that the One Piece dude?
Interesting. Now, who is this?
Goku.
Oh, who is this?
What's his name?
Frieza?
Frieza, yeah.
And now... Who is this?
Oh, is that Naruto?
Yeah. And you know what? To be honest, I am not a Naruto or One Piece fan. I like Dragon Ball, but this is a fucking crossover beat 'em up. And now check out what they show in the very end here.
Great name, by the way, Jump Force.
Look. You know what that is?
Death Note!
Yeah. And isn't that funny?
Oh, that's an anime crossover beat 'em up.
Anime crossover beat 'em up, and they already showed gameplay in another trailer, looking really nice.
These Dragon Ball beat 'em ups, I always love them. I think they're super over the top, awesome.
Yeah.
Throwing Genki Damas at people.
I mean, look how cool that is. People in the past have always said, like, you cannot put these different characters together because their strength levels are not, they're just different strengths.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah, like, just make
you
them.
You can't put superheroes together and then Avengers happen. So
like, if that was true, then you couldn't make an Injustice game where Superman fights against Batman because he's dead. Whatever.
Let's not talk about that. Superman versus Batman.
It's just awesome. It's a great idea. I'm happy it's happening. I didn't even know I wanted this until I saw this.
Yeah. Okay.
So this, Andy.
The Shadows Die Twice. That's the only thing that didn't pass me by from all this E3 hype.
I feel like this video is going to be too long.
The Shadows Die Twice.
What do you think?
So, okay, when I saw the teaser, me and a lot of people thought Bloodborne 2.
Yeah.
And Bloodborne is my favorite game of all time.
I think if you go to one of the past podcasts, I actually say, no question.
It's gonna be. I was like a little skeptical. Maybe it's not. So
you were skeptical. I said it's obvious.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Okay, so it's not Bloodborne 2, but a new IP made from the
From Software.
From Software guys.
From Software.
From. And like the trailer here already has this vibe of this gritty combat, and every button press you make has so much weight. And
when I saw this at first, I thought this is Neo 2. When I saw this,
a little bit, right? Yeah.
But it looks awesome.
Yeah. Different enemy types, already good.
Wait, isn't Neo from Software?
No. Okay. It's from Team Ninja, the Ninja guy.
But yeah, this looks just awesome.
You can have different weapons and different
and even verticality. This is something what they never really had, huh?
That's something I'm kind of. It could make the world too small. You know what I mean?
Verticality?
If you can, pass over so much with your.
But even monsters. Oh, this is gonna be so awesome. Yeah. It can wait.
Everything looks awesome. The only thing that I'm a little bit scared is the grappling hook thing.
Oh, that's awesome. Verticality, boy.
Yes, but. I don't know. It's like the grappling hook. It's usually like, the game doesn't allow you to grappling hook from here to here.
You mean it's very scripted?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's always the problem with grappling hooks.
Yeah, so
you can only do that on certain Enterhaken points.
Yeah. So just leave it out. Yeah.
Okay, good point. Good point. Yeah, but
everything else, it looks so amazing. Like. The different types of enemies already.
Oh god, it's gonna be so cool.
Like Vati Vidya, I don't know if you know that YouTuber. He does a lot of Souls analysis videos, and he already did an analysis video of this trailer, and he was very perceptive. He did see a lot of things, and that could be game mechanics like perfect timed counters that allow you to do different things. It already the combat system just from this non-interface gameplay footage looks so awesome.
This is gameplay, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but you have no
UI.
interface. You have no. If the enemy does this, I can do. Yeah, and it looks to be very, very good.
But coming 2019. But yeah, really, that's awesome.
And the thing that I was a little scared when I saw it was if it's just going to be historic medieval things.
No,
but it has monsters. Yeah, it has fantasy.
This other thing what we watched, Ghost of Tsushima. That I think will be
historic.
I'm guessing because the trailer showed like realistic.
Mongol invasion. Yeah.
Maybe they mean with Mongols like
Mongol invasion.
Okay, maybe to explain, in German, Mongo is also like a youth cuss word. For retard,
Yeah,
Mongo. So it's a Mongo invasion. This is another game that is made to not be liked by you.
Yes, exactly.
and it's made to please my dick.
Okay.
Just Cause 4. I love Just Cause 2. Just Cause 3 was awesome, but it had this huge problem. And many of you guys asked me to do a review for it back then. I'm telling you right now, Just Cause 3 was awesome, but very quickly, the northern part of the island was empty. There was nothing there. Really? The game starts on these southern islands that are so full of life and awesome. And then you get to the main island, the coastline is great, and then you get behind the mountains, nothing. It's like,
I remember when you showed me the map and I was like, zoom out.
Yeah, it's huge. It's still huge, but one major area is only forest, nothing there. And Just Cause 2 was, I think, pretty much just as big, and it was full of cities everywhere. And Just Cause 3, they really dropped the ball. And when I saw this, I thought, like, oh my god, this sucks. Where's the
it's DLC.
Yeah. But the glider is awesome. The freaking hook and Just Cause 4 is just...
The only thing I see from Just Cause 3 are like people making small videos where they attach rockets to cows and make them fly.
I mean, just look at that. Is that beautiful or is it not? I mean, this game, there is no story. There is no characters. None of it. Don't have to think about anything. I can just go into this world, blow shit up, fly around, and do my wingsuit. It's just Hitman and Just Cause and Skyrim. Just add these things together and shove them in my ass, Todd Howard. I love that. Yeah. It's just made for me. And it's going to come out a day before my birthday. 4th of December.
Exactly.
So hyped. So happy. Devil May Cry 5.
Okay. Oh.
Check this.
Oh.
This was already kind of leaked before that they were going to announce it. What do you think about his design? Wait. That's him.
That's Ranton?
Yeah. I don't know if that's the main character.
No, he's blue. Blue is always Virgil. Oh, no, he has the rev up.
No, it's probably a restart. I mean...
Okay.
To hit every single bump in the road.
I mean, the trailers were always great for Devil May Cry. They always had. Look, she's grabbing the cigarette.
That's the best.
It's then so cool.
These insane over the top. Oh, cool.
Yeah, isn't it? Looking good.
Yeah, I love Devil May Cry. I love pretty much every part except for the second part that never happened.
But I have to say, we had an argument about this.
Of the DMC remake.
The DMC remake, I thought it was shit. I was shocked when you told me it was good. I was like, excuse me. This thing was such a garbage. The first level was awesome.
The amusement park.
Amusement park. Great cutscenes and a boss fight at the end. And the rest of the game was just...
I went to the game again and I really
there are like
saw
2 or 3 boss fights.
That the game really just has 4 boss fights. And I was like, okay, that's
and
actually a valid
so
argument. But the thing is, why didn't I notice it when I played?
But not only that, also the character, the girl, it was so lame. And in the end, when he fights his brother, it's just...
Yeah, but that's Devil May Cry. It's not about being huge plot twist.
I know, the game just pissed me off. But yeah, Devil May Cry 5, looking forward to it.
Looks very good.
Yeah.
I loved Bayonetta, and I'm really waiting for another game like Bayonetta to...
By the way, I can't show this because Nintendo is a bitch. They just announced the new Super Smash. And Andy, wait, listen. This is not normal Super Smash.
It's MMO.
This is
no.
Fortgeschrittene Dunkelheit.
Oh my god.
No, this is... Every character that has ever been in Super Smash, ever, is in there. Ever. Bayonetta is in there. Is her name Bayonetta, by the way?
Yeah.
That's her name, yeah. So not only every character that has ever been is going to be in there, also so many new ones. It's called Super Smash Ultimate, I think. And I think it comes out a little bit, I think it's still this year, and it looks so insane. I haven't touched my Switch in so long. The only thing I play on the Switch is Skyrim, and it's just... It looked so incredible.
That's such a bittersweet announcement because I have lost any touch with Nintendo's console department. So I'm probably not going to be able to play it. But
no, I'm going to give you my Switch once I'm done with it, which will be
never.
Yes,
but come on, just make it PC and...
Forget it. But
No,
really.
Super Smash is
just
thinking about it warms my heart.
The best fighting game ever made. Yeah. Ever. And Ultimate. Every fighter that has ever been. And it's weird because usually Nintendo, I feel like, aren't the kind of company that care much for the fans. This is my personal kind of take. They have their own mind, their own vision, and they just do that.
And people like it or not.
Yeah, you like it or not, you know what you get with Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I did not expect that they would do something that is so... there's no reason. I mean, they have to buy the licenses, right? And they just...
aren't they their licenses?
Metal Gear Solid?
Oh, well, I guess.
But maybe most of them are their licenses, but still, they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Weird argument, I know, but
that was always the thing. Like, Super Smash is the perfect game. Just add more characters. That was always the.
And it's just, I'm so happy. It looks fantastic. I can't show it. Just the announcement was incredible. They showed like 20 minutes. They showed gameplay.
Showed the percentages going up.
Every character that has ever been there is there. Ever. Ike and so many Marth and Roy, everything, plus so many new ones. Super Smash, it's fucking back. Now Anthem. I told you guys when this game was announced that it looks like boring shit. And I'm so fucking right now, stand by this. Look at this fucking game. Look at this shit. What is interesting to you about this? This is like fucking, what is this game called from the Dynasty Warriors? The Mecha Bundle?
Yeah.
You know this Mecha Warrior?
Yeah. I was just going to say that. Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Just with good graphics. And they're like, it's online, but when you go to the hub, you have a story? Give me a fucking break. This looks interesting to you?
Oh, online again.
This looks... who?
I mean, to be fair, this doesn't say much. I mean, it could
be. No, it is.
That's
gameplay. You got HUD right there. That's real gameplay.
True, but, I'm usually not...
It's Destiny. It's Destiny, but with more verticality, I guess. And open world.
Okay.
For me, there's zero hype. I don't even know... I mean, I might play it just for the channel, but...
Combo.
Oh, combo!
It has combo.
Yeah, I think it looks incredibly boring.
I don't know much about it.
Yeah, fuck Anthem. I was right. Then they announced 3 more Gears of War games.
3 more?
Yeah, they announced something called Gears of War Pop, which I don't know what it is, with like bobbleheads. I don't understand. They announced a Gears of War strategy game, and then they announced Gears of War 5. And they even showed a lot of gameplay, actually.
Wait, how is this guy still alive? Wasn't he...
I don't... I mean, that's cool.
Melee weapons.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
that's awesome.
What is...
I just played Gears of War 4, and that just... It was good, but just boring.
Right?
Just a normal.
Yeah.
And Gears of War 2 was just one of the best games ever made. The second
Gears
one
of War has a similar place in my heart as Halo does. It's 3 games, awesome
You like the third
building.
one?
Yeah, I think it concluded the story pretty well. Yeah, and that's what I focused on. I really liked the enemy of this living substance. That the planet is fighting back against its inhabitants. I thought it was pretty cool. And then in the end, you decide to kill the substance, but it will kill. You commit genocide on the locust at the same time. It was deeper than I expected for a Gears of War game, and
I even remember the first Gears of War when it came out. I think it was also 2007 or 8.
Yes.
I bought it. It was forbidden in Germany. It was banned, so I got it from Austria.
Police.
Austria is the best.
Yeah.
And then I put it into the console. I think we watched it together, and we saw the graphics. And we saw the graphics, and we thought this can't be.
Yeah.
It was the best.
Yeah.
The best looking game at the time. I think it looked unreal.
It was. It was Unreal Engine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looked unreal.
It was just and then the game was so good.
It didn't look like that was possible to do.
Yeah.
And then when you killed the first enemy with the chainsaw,
it was unseen, unprecedented. And you could play it in co-op, and it was just incredible. And the second one just made everything but better.
Yeah.
And that was...
Oh, yeah, the second... I remember when you got down to the locust city.
Just the German synchronization was over cringe. Ich hab sie schon wieder verloren. This was like a meme here between us for a long time. I think in the second movie, one guy, I don't even remember who it was.
Dom,
he loses his wife.
Yeah,
he loses his wife, and he says in English like, "Damn it, I lost her
again." Yeah.
And in German, he's like, "Verdammt, ich hab sie
schon
schon wieder verloren."
And then he smashes a window. I was like, okay,
that was bad.
You didn't pay your synchronizer enough.
That was just bad. But fantastic game. Looking forward to it. I think this is the sentence that I said the most this podcast. Looking forward to it.
Do you played Gears of War 4?
Yeah.
Do you know if was the story finished, or did you even pay attention to the story in the 4th?
I did pay attention, but it was really dumb.
It was dumb. Okay.
What happened in the end? I don't know.
But you
but the
told
locusts
me
are alive.
The
again.
locusts are back.
Yeah.
So okay, that's already kind of
yeah. Whatever. And now I want to watch this.
Sea of Solitude.
Look at this. This is cringe.
Thank you, Patrick.
I mean, I don't mean to be rude, yeah. But just come on, give me a break.
During the pitch, how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that.
What country is she from?
Germany.
Yeah.
Huh?
The word, like,
and she's about to say, we are Yomai, a small indie studio. For me, that's funny because we're Germans, yeah.
Including me, we're super excited.
Watch.
It actually feels a little bit the same right now.
She's so nervous, poor.
I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited.
I don't mean to be rude, yeah, sweet woman, just... it's cringe.
She even has an Autobahn t-shirt.
She's just very excited, very happy.
Can get,
but I love this. We're small indie studio.
And they called Yo Mai.
Yeah.
That's like the most Bayerish thing to say.
Yeah, wait.
We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from
a small indie game studio from Berlin.
Berlin and
calling themselves Yomai.
But they announced a little game. Check it out. It's Trevor James.
Cell shading.
And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite...
Who's talking there in the background?
Everyone.
Someone's talking in the background. I don't know why. But
yeah,
it's an indie game. Oh, cool. Apparently, she's like lonely, and she becomes a monster when you're lonely.
Oh, this looks awesome.
And you have to be with people in order to not be lonely. Yeah. It looks good. But I remember this. What's this game called with the flying dragon dog? Ico? No.
No, the
Grim Dawn? No.
Guardian, the Last Guardian.
Oh, God. Did you play that?
Yeah.
Could you play it?
Yeah, I mean...
The game was unplayable on my PlayStation. Frame rate,
Why?
maybe 16 frame rate.
Why?
I tried.
Did you get your PlayStation from China or what?
It's a PlayStation.
No.
How do you say PlayStation in Chinese? Because Xbox in Chinese is Xbox. PlayStation is...
PS4.
PS4. PS4. It's only funny for Chinese people. PS. So yeah, I couldn't play that because it was the frame rate was so bad.
So you didn't get to see much of the game.
I played 3 hours and then I said no more. Yeah. I couldn't solve the riddles.
I loved Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and of course I love the Last
But this
Guardian.
looking good.
Yeah. But I'm always a little skeptic with German games.
Yeah,
you know, they focus on
small
all the
indie studio.
They focus on all the wrong things.
Yeah. Well, The Surge. The last you're such a fucker. The last level was not that bad.
It was horrible. I'll never want to see it again.
Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But you're right. I mean, Gothic is... I think I cannot do one podcast without shitting on Elex, yeah? So it has nothing to do with anything, but Piranha Byte, Okay, don't want to diss Piranha Byte, but Elex is a giant piece of shit. Okay, so that's good. So yeah, I think we watched everything that I wanted to show you.
Okay, pretty cool.
Seriously, I had so much fun during this podcast. I hope this is going to get some recognition, guys. Share this shizzle with your pizzle and nizzle.
I mean, it won't be the most original podcast, two guys discussing E3, but come on.
We deliver the special entertainment.
We are the most intelligent YouTubers on YouTube, so our opinion is much
next
more
time
valuable
we're gonna
than
talk
anyone else's.
physics again and other stuff. Please, guys, tell your YouTube is a... Okay.
YouTube is awesome. We love YouTube.
No.
Just list us a little bit higher, please.
It's really depressing, guys.
If it's not depressing. YouTube, you are awesome for allowing this to happen.
Please, there's only one way. Fuck, I wanted to talk about this, about Angry Joe.
Tell that story.
Should I tell that very quickly? Guys, this is for all of you who stayed here till the end. Angry Joe followed me on... I kind of want to tell the story from the beginning, but I feel like I want to wrap up the podcast.
Yeah. Or you save it for last time. Just do a little teaser.
Angry Joe followed me on Twitter, and I talked to him. and I'm the king now. Thank you. No, actually, no joke. So I'm going to tell you the whole story next time. Yeah. Peace out. Please, guys, share this. Share my channel. Yeah. Try to support me on Patreon if you can. A cup of coffee a month. Appreciate it. Peace out.
Goodbye.